Hello, hi everyone. I hope you can see me and hear me.
Hello.
Oh, sorry, I
Hi
need to.
everyone. I hope you can.
Okay, I need to quiet my. Sorry. Let me finish this, setting it up. Let me know if everything's okay, if you can hear me, see me, and everything. Okay. Hopefully you can, and everything's all right. Right, let's see. Um, let's see. Okay, so please start typing. Can you see me okay? Can you hear me okay? Everything's all right? Let me know, please. Yes, okay, thank you, great, cool. Guys, so before we start, yeah, I can see you already have some questions. First of all, I want to say you are amazing. Sorry for the delay, I had a hiccup, haven't done live streaming for a long time and missed a few things. Also, I'm still kind of packing, I have things around me, I'm going on holiday early morning tomorrow, but you know, here I am because you requested it, you asked for it, you know, and I'm really happy to be with you. You are awesome, amazing. Keep it up. Okay, cool. So let me see. Let me look at the questions you have posted. Okay, yes, another good feedback. Okay. Um, so, Rose, you're saying so. Family member calls, talks incessantly, swears, anger, long, tedious calls of angry stories with language that makes me cringe. If I try to end the call, she is very controlling. Okay, so I'm guessing you're talking about a phone call, so conversation over the phone. Well, I think the challenge here is that you have allowed this to go for too long, you know, and I know it is difficult with family members because the family members, but that's the way life is. Some family members do not behave, they don't want to change, they don't listen, and they probably never will. They might, who knows, but don't count on them ever changing. So what you need to do, you need to set things straight. You need to start the conversation and say, look, if I got this right, I hope I got the situation right, Rose, so correct me if I'm wrong. You need to tell this person, hey, I've allowed this. Let me tell you, don't interrupt me. Let me tell you what I want to say before you start. I've allowed this to be going on for too long, and really, I've got enough. I really don't like the way we talk. I don't like your attitude, and I really can't have it anymore. So please, you know, if you're not going to change, that's fine, but please, you know, just don't call me with any nonsense. If it's something important, yeah, tell me, but not all this nonsense. Not gonna have it. And so, or something like this, obviously in your own words, you know the person best, you know what you need to say, so don't say exactly what I said, but something along those lines that will work with that person. But you need to make sure that the person knows that you're serious and that the person have actually heard you, because very often we talk to the person and they like yeah whatever, and they haven't really heard it, and so you might need to repeat it again. And you know what, if it's a phone call, how can she not allow you to finish? You just say, hey, I've got enough of this, take care, and you just hang up. And if the person calls you again, don't answer, just reject the call, that's it. You need to send a clear message to the person that this is enough. Now, when you find it difficult to hang up on someone, it's because you have some fears, and usually that comes from low self-esteem. Because why would you allow someone to make you feel bad regularly for no reason? You know, you shouldn't. No one who is, you know, healthy and has got good self-image, high self-respect would allow that to happen. No one would allow that to happen. So don't allow that to happen. And if you are afraid, just work with your fears, get rid of them, and that's it, you know. So don't ever allow anyone to bully you. Doesn't matter who it is, your boss, family member, don't allow them. So practice, if you're afraid of the conversation, practice with someone else and just tell them, hey, so practice with a person. Sorry, let me get back. I've lost my thoughts. So practice with a person. So you are you, and the other person is the person you want to practice with, and just practice this until you feel confident delivering this conversation to the real person. You know, you need to feel like cool, basically composed, you just deliver the message. Hey, I didn't like what you said, I don't like the situation, and that has to stop. That's it. Okay, Rose, let me know if that was helpful. Okay. So next question, let me see, have I missed anything? No. So what does it mean if I have headache and stomach ache at the same time? That Lil is asking. Well, what that means is that you have headache and stomach ache at the same time. There is nothing else. There is no other meaning. Stop assigning meaning to anything, because nothing has any meaning apart from the meaning that you give it to the thing. And this is a challenge for many humans, many people, that we tend to give meanings to things. But once you realize that nothing has a meaning apart from the meaning that you give it, you stop doing this and you become empowered. And instead you could just say, oh, I've got a headache and a stomach ache. Oh, that's not good. I don't like it. Let me, deal with it. Let me do something about it, and that's it. And then you do whatever you think is best. Maybe you go to a doctor. Maybe, I don't know, you take a medicine, you drink something. I don't know. So that's how you should be handling things. Okie dokie. So, okay, so Zorsia, sorry, how do you say your name? I'm sorry, I don't know if it's Zorsia, sorry, no idea. You say, I never pick up the phone. Well, if someone calls you who you don't like, don't answer. If you don't want to talk to the person, don't talk to them, and you can always send them a text message. If you are afraid or don't think it's appropriate to say it, just send a text message. Hey, I really don't like the way we talk. I'm not gonna have it anymore. Bang, that's it. Cool. So Rose, thank you, this is very helpful, bless you, very good tips. I will practice too. Very good. I'm really happy that I could empower you. Empowerment is the most important thing. Now, all of you, please remember that the source of practically all problems or challenges we have in life is our low self-esteem on some level, in one area of life or another area of life. If you practice high self-esteem and you develop that basically in all areas of life, you will be able to deal with any situation. Now, another thing that you need to do is to address your emotions, because we have emotions. And what are emotions? Do you remember from my teachings what emotions are? Anyone? All right, you don't need to type it. Emotions are nothing else but sensations in the body. So you have, or we have, an emotion. That's just a sensation somewhere here. Oh my God, I have this sensation. And then we give it a meaning. Oh, I'm afraid. Oh, and that is not true. This is just a sensation in the body, You're talking to someone, you have a reaction in the body. Oh, I have a reaction in the body. That feels like fear. It's the same reaction I have when I'm afraid of something. But I'm not afraid of this guy or of this lady. Why would I be? That's interesting. So let me deal with it. And how do you deal with emotions? Tapping, for example. I've talked about tapping so many times. Tap, 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 tap. Learn how to do various tapping techniques. Yeah, I've spoken about this so many times. There are other ways to dissolve emotions. So work on your emotions, everyone. Okay. Till the end of your life. Don't think that you have done the exercises 3 times and all is good. Work on it every time. Every time you have some emotion, okay, this is rubbish, bang, 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 or some other technique to dissolve your emotions. So firstly, you say that he is so brutal. Are you talking about me? Yes, I am brutal because, when I was younger, I allowed too many people to bully me, and I thought that this is okay, or whatever other thoughts I had, beliefs, and then I realized no one should be bullying anyone else. And they were great teachers, basically. They taught me how to be stronger. There is no reason for me to allow anyone to bully me or anyone around me. And you should never allow bullies to operate around you. Always stop bullies, empower other people, empower yourself in the first place, and then empower other people, okay? We will not tolerate bullying, okay? Right, guys, more questions, please, because I have no idea what to talk about. If you don't send me some questions, I will look for some comments maybe on my channel, and that might be boring when I'm looking for them, okay? So give me questions. I'll start looking for some questions right now. So let's have a look. Comments. My little brother, he's brutal to my mum. Okay, tell me more about this. Can you, your email address? Okay, sure. I think, Bishal, I think I've replied to your email already. It's, I don't know why you didn't get it. It's camille@camillesview.com. So, yeah, have a look, because I'm pretty sure I sent. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I replied to you quite a long time ago. Okie dokie. So, comments. Yeah, I got your email, Bishal, and I replied to it. Shall I double? I'll double check it for you. Bishal Podel, however you say it. Sorry if I don't know. I replied to you, my friend, on the 8th of June at 1913. Okay. Okay. So he slaps me in the face and I don't know what to do. Okay, so but tell me, how old is he? How old you are? Is he old? Is he a kid? Are you a kid? Is he older? Is he younger? Because I don't know anything about you. And what is the challenge basically? Right, I've got some comments. I'll be looking for it. Okay, some lovely comments. Sorry, I can't show you my screen. I'm using OBS to do live streaming, and I haven't figured out a good way of projecting the screen at the same time. You know what, guys? Actually, while you are typing the questions, I'm not gonna look at the comments now. What I wanna say is actually a few things I have thought about before, and if I can only find the notes. So, right, okay, cool. So, firstly, really, you need to give me more information. Okay, so you're a kid and your brother is younger, he's 7. Okay, well, right, so you're both kind of quite young and he randomly slaps you in the face. Well, that is obviously annoying and you should not tolerate it. I think you should have a serious conversation with him and tell him that you request that he stops doing that, and if he doesn't, you're gonna slap him back. And I think you should do it, because sometimes that's the only way to stop someone from being a bully. Now, I don't want you to, terrorize him, because obviously violence is not good. But sometimes, that's the only way, and you need to communicate to your little brother the message. Say, mate, seriously, stop doing it, or you're gonna get hit seriously. And obviously, have a conversation with your mother about this, your father, if you have a father and it's appropriate, and say that you've got enough of it, and if your parents will not help you with that, you will take it in your hands, and I think you should take responsibility for your own life, so that's my best advice. But again, I don't know the situation well. I don't know you or your parents, so you need to think about it. Okay, is it good to leave someone I love because of her psychological disorder? Okay, so I think I've talked about this before. You need to make a clear distinction between love and relationship, because these are two different things. You can love 5 million people at the same time. It is not a problem, but you can only be in a romantic, let's say, relationship, like a marriage, with one person only. You can only have a certain number of friends. It's physically impossible to have 5,000 friends at the same time. So the fact that you love her, okay, it's great, but ask yourself, do you want to be in a relationship with that person, or what kind of relationship do you want to be in with that person? So I'm assuming you are in a romantic relationship with this lady, and she's displaying some disorders, and you call them psychological disorders. Okay, fair enough. Maybe she's got some challenges, and really you are the only person that can decide, do I want to be in this relationship? And if you still are and you don't like it, then obviously again it's a self-esteem issue. Why would anyone put themselves in a situation when they are unhappy in a relationship? If you're not happy, leave it. Obviously, there are some situations in life, and you might decide that it's better for you to stay with the girl even though you're not happy with her, and that's fine. But you need to choose it powerfully and just decide, okay, I'm gonna be with her for the next month. Let me see what happens. And if you decide to be with her for however long, make sure that you're serious about this, like you really are with her. And if you decide to leave her, don't be afraid. Just leave her. It's a matter of a conversation. Just talk to her, say, look, I'm not happy, it doesn't work for me, I think it's best for both of us if we part ways, and that's normal. People do that every day of the week, so don't ever feel sorry for leaving someone when you're not happy. Unless you had some previous arrangements, maybe you have children together and you agreed something. But then again, even if you have children, you can still look after the children while you are not together. So everything can be sorted. All promises that you have, what's the right word? All the things you have promised to someone can be negotiated. Simple as that. If you give someone a promise, it's usually in a context. And both parties understand the context. When the context changes, it gives both parties the right to renegotiate, and you can always say, hey, I'm revoking that promise because I need to give a reason why it's not possible for you to deliver it, So I hope that was helpful. Again, self-esteem. Work on your self-esteem. I'm going to make a video. I've been thinking about this video for a year. I don't know why I haven't made it. 15 or 20 signs that we have a low self-esteem, and some of the things are allowing other people to bully us, thinking, yeah, okay, that's okay, these people can have it, I don't need it, they can have it. Swearing a lot is a sign of low self-esteem. Not looking after your health or the way you look, dressing up in a shabby way, because that if you have a high self-esteem, you will dress, really nicely every day. Why would you, show yourself like a bum? I mean, every now and then it's okay, I sometimes do it, but generally make sure that you dress up properly. Okay, guys, more questions, please. More questions. Okay, I can see some more. Okay, so you say, thank you, I will do that with my little brother. Okay, firstly, yeah, do that, but again, talk to your mom first, okay? Because I don't want you to get into trouble because of me, okay? Remember, whatever you choose to do, you will be responsible for the results, the consequences. Yeah, so don't come back to me, oh, I did what you said and it didn't work, now I'm in bigger trouble, yeah? You are responsible for everything in your life. Okay, so if I leave, I feel bad for her, and I have been depressed about this issue so much that I have not gone to college for a month. I can't be a good person if I leave her because of her disease. Okay, Bishal, again, the fact that you feel bad, it's okay. It's kind of natural that you don't want to leave the person that you love without any care. But, is it your obligation to look after her? Are you a parent of hers? Why would you choose that? And why would you feel bad? What you need to do, you need to make sure that she is left in good care. And you need to do just the best you can. And if you cannot find a good care for her, that's fine. Again, it's not your responsibility. You cannot be responsible for someone else's life. She's not a child. She's not your child, and really you need to accept the fact that that's how it is in life. Some people have trouble in life and they go some strange ways, and then they sometimes go down completely, and and there is not much we can do, and we even shouldn't be doing much. I made a few videos about why we shouldn't help other people, why we shouldn't be nice. There are situations where you just can't be nice or care too much about the person, seriously. And yeah, it's a balance, but don't feel bad. Just say to yourself and maybe to other people if you want to, hey, I've done the best I could, but this is beyond me. I cannot, continue that anymore. I cannot sacrifice my own well-being it's not my job to look after her. I've done the best I could, and it's time for us to go separate ways. And you know what? That could be actually the best thing for her. You don't know. She might meet someone else, or she might attract some great help for her, So you might be actually the burden without realizing that. Yeah. So seriously, just chill out, take the decision, whatever the decision it is, and do it. Right. Hello, my kid hit himself. He is 4 years old, and I want to stop him from doing it. Okay, so you mean your kid hits himself regularly? You mean? Okay. Because it's a very young kid, and it's not something that I specialize in. I would suggest that you find a specialist, someone who deals with young children, young kids regularly. That would be the best thing to do. I seriously cannot advise you on what to do with small children, especially those that I don't know at all, so please look for some professional help. So happy to be here. Thank you, Kamil. Me too. Yes, I have grown so much from your content. Whoa, okay. Malaika, I hope I said your name all right. Malaika, look, I'm happy for you. Empowerment is my life. I empower myself every day. I watch new stuff, and sometimes I create videos for you guys to kind of compress everything that I've learned, so you don't need to spend 20, 30 hours a week learning stuff. You can just spend 5 minutes, 10 minutes, do some exercises, and grow. So yeah, thank you for that. Then Ram, hi Kamil, I'm waking automatically after 4 hours daily, unable to sleep for 6 hours. I'm feeling tired and sleepy full day. My age is 30. Ram, you're not alone. Actually, there are so many people with similar challenges, and it's really difficult to figure out sometimes what's going on. So I suggest that you take all the logical steps. Maybe you have already done those things, but cover all the basics. So nutrition, healthy lifestyle, sport, at least like 20 minutes of aerobic activity every day. If you don't want to do everyday aerobic activities, then maybe at least so-called brisk walking, 20 minutes, so you get oxygen going. Figure out, start. By the way, I suggest, I'm gonna make a video, get yourself a fitness tracker. I've got a Huawei watch, or you can get what is it called, Xiaomi Mi Band 3, or now there is version 4. This is a cheap version. This is mid-range version. These devices monitor sleep, and they will help you. What will they help you with? Monitor your sleep, and therefore focus on certain aspects of sleep. They can help you figure out certain things. They might not solve all your problems, but they might help you, And before you buy those things, make sure that you check what software comes with those devices. I like the Huawei software, and people like the Xiaomi software too. I haven't tested it yet. This is a gift for my father, so we will see. So cover all the basics. Go to sleep regularly if you can. Wake up regularly. What else? Yeah, nutrition, sport, and emotions. Deal with your emotions as well. If you have strong emotions during the day, or some kind of depression or whatever, do the tapping, other things. Work on it every day a little bit. Give yourself, I don't know, half a year, and create a plan. Every day I'm going to do this thing. For the next month, I'm going to focus on going to sleep regularly. Next month, I'm going to focus on improving my diet. Next month, I'm going to focus on the sports, activities, like aerobic things, or any kind of sport, something that gets your blood pumping, the oxygen going into your bloodstream. 20 minutes is minimum, kind of optimal amount of activities that we should be doing that increases the blood flow dramatically and the oxygen flow. Because oxygen, remember, what's the right way to say it? I forgot again. The most important nutrient in our life, in our bodies, is actually oxygen. Then after that, it's water. So make sure that you've got those things covered, okay? And again, see specialists if you need to. Go to a doctor, so make sure that there is nothing wrong with you physically, yeah? That's a good start. How can I forgive girls for not showing interest in me? Girls, you okay? I'm guessing that you're a guy and you want to find a girlfriend, but girls are not interested in you. Well, there is nothing to forgive. No one owes you anything. Remember, you don't owe anyone. You don't need to show interest to anyone, and no one needs to show interest to you. Become an interesting person, and people will be interested in you. So again, if I guessed correctly, again, it seems to me like you have a low self-esteem, and somehow you think that others should be interested in you, and when they are not, you feel angry and you think it's their fault, yeah? And it's not. It's no one's fault, Why would someone be angry with you when you're not interested in them? Why would they? Why would you be? That makes no sense. Bishal, you say thank you. Okay, yes, you're welcome. So, sorry, let's get back to girls. What you need to do, as I said, become a very interesting person yourself. Find the self-respect for yourself and think about what are my good positive sides, and make a list every day. I'm good at this. I'm a caring person. I'm good at those things. And never ever look for approval outside of you. You need to find approval inside. Yeah, that's how you build self-esteem. When you don't care about what other people think, without disrespecting them, obviously, but when you don't care about what other people think and only you care about being happy, that's when you start becoming powerful, and people will naturally be interested in you then. Many people, not everyone, obviously, but those, I'm guessing, the right girl will show up. Now, here's the thing with the girls. What you need to do is not to look for an attractive girl or a girl that you like, but you need to look for a perfect girl for you. Now, what does it mean? Well, obviously, that means different things for everyone, but perfect girl is someone who comes into your life, you connect, there are no clashes, and it's just easy, it flows, you just come to her, she comes to you, hey, how is it going? And the conversation just flows, and you are happy, joyous, and out of the blue, you quickly, slowly, but like really in an easy way, you just become a couple, without even any effort. That's the right person. So if you go to a girl and things don't work between you, it's the wrong girl. Forget about her. Next, you just need to learn how to say next, this one, how's it going? Not well, next, that's your job. Find the right person for you, seriously. And what you need to do, if you, okay, this is funny thing. If you find a girl that you like and you start talking with her and things kind of go well, but then she's not interested, or you start thinking about, oh, what if she doesn't like this thing about me? What if she doesn't like this thing about you? Stop that thought. Stop worrying about it, because if she's the right girl for you, she will like you the way you are. And if she doesn't like you the way you are, she's the wrong girl. So you just need to say, okay, next, thank you for the experience, you're lovely, maybe we can be friends, but we cannot be a couple, so fine. Obviously you don't say it to her, you just need to think about it, and just move on, And so when you look for a girlfriend, start first looking for friends, for a girl who could become your friend before she becomes your girlfriend, yeah? Because think about, if you're a guy and you have another friend who is a guy, how does it work? Think about it. It needs to work exactly the same way as with a girl. With your friends who are guys, you don't want them to be interested in you. You just naturally are, or you are not, and that's it. And you need to have the same attitude towards girls, okay? Girls need to become your friends. And if there is something, you can develop it into romantic relationship, and usually it will become just like this, it will happen. If it doesn't happen, that's fine. Okay, cool. So how many kids do you have, and do you have wife? No, so I don't have kids, and I don't have a wife. I've had quite a few girlfriends, so at the moment I'm single. I'm on the lookout, so to say. And I've got a few nephews, and one of them has got, two nephews, and one of them has got kids. I helped my sister raise those nephews a little bit, so I've got some experience with kids. I used to work in schools as well with kids from the ages of what was it, 10 to 16 or something, you know. So I do have experience with young people, with kids, but I don't have kids myself. Do I have a Facebook account? Yes, you can find me at kamilsview.com, or my private account, it's my name and surname, Kamil K. Wawrzyszko, which you can find as well on Facebook. Okay, so you say this is helpful. I blame girls because I'm lazy, I guess. Okay, mate, look, there are no lazy people. I made a video about this years ago. There are no lazy people, just people not inspired, you know. And if you're not doing something, it's because you're not inspired by it. So look into that. Why are you not inspired? Maybe it's not something that you really want. You think that you want because everybody else does it, because people expect you to do it, and you don't do it because you can't be bothered. It's not of interest to you, you know. That's it. So you're not lazy, okay? I handed a business card to college chick. She took it, handed card to Cougar, said no thank, I got mixed connection with Cougar. Both had no ring. College chick gave me a sign to flirt with me. Okay, so what about that? What would you like to know? Guys, for me, if she's not showing interest, then it is usually a no try. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, if the other person is not interested, you know, just leave it, you know. Like if someone comes to you and they are interested but you're not interested, you know, you want them to go away, to disappear, you know. So why would you want to do the same thing to the other person? If they are not interested, let them be, walk away, you know. Okay, so I'm like a god, you're saying. Okay, if you say so, maybe I am, you know. Well, I believe we all have connection with the divine. We just need to tap into that and learn from other people who seem to be, you know, to know more. And obviously I've learned from so many people. I look for sources, you know. Recently I've been listening to Esther Hicks and her teachings of Abraham that she channels, you know, that's great as well. So I recommend Esther Hicks as well. Listen to her. She's got solutions to things, you know, that are brilliant. Okay, do live streams. Okay, I can do live streams. I can also do live streams at least once a week, so we can ask you some questions. You know what, that was my plan sometimes ago, and then I kind of got discouraged. But I'm thinking, you know, maybe I'll start doing it again once a week. Probably that could work, you know. I will choose a day. Maybe it could be Thursday evenings, you know. What's today? Saturday. I could be doing Thursday evenings, and maybe, I don't know, Saturday. No, I'm gonna do Thursday evenings, okay. Yeah, something like this. I hope that's gonna be alright for you guys. So again, I'm away on holiday. I'll be back on the 6th of July, so then Thursday will be a few days later. I'll do something, okay? I'll do something for you. Okay, I had to learn that kind of the hard way. Ladies with high energy are easier to chat with. Well, maybe yes, maybe not. But again, what you are looking for again is the perfect girlfriend for you. But first of all, make sure that you can be friends before you can become boyfriend girlfriend. Now, here's the thing. Sometimes I've made that mistake. Sometimes it thinks go back. Sometimes it looks like a girl is flirting, and she's not. She's just very nice, or something. Or the girl flirts with everyone, and you should be careful before, you know, follow certain signals. At the same time, don't be like too reserved, because you might miss the boat. But again, don't assume that the girl is interested in you just because she's smiling at you or flirting a little bit, you know. She might be in a mood or whatever. Okay, so watching from Nairobi, Kenya. I like to keep my life private. How do I respond to intrusive questions in public set up without sounding rude? Okay, so, but tell me more. What do you mean questions in public? What is the setup? Is it at work, or what's going on, you know, because I don't really understand. Give me a specific example. Ideally, guys, if you want me to help you, give me a very specific example. This was the situation, this is what the person said, this is what I said, this is what they said, yeah, and then we can discuss it. Okay, a boy from my school loves me. I don't know. Okay, if he loves you, there is no apostrophe between love and s, okay, just together, loves, one word. Loves me, and I don't know what to say to him. Life in Surin. I live. I think you meant I live in Suriname, and it's so. Suriname, is it? I know the word. It's a name of a town or country. Um, okay. What do you mean he loves you? I mean, how does it? Did he say, "Hey, I love you," or what's going on? Tell me more about this. My question is, at what point should a guy give a business card to a lady? Well, a business card is a business card. It's usually, you want to establish some business, or you want to give your details to someone. But again, this is different. The timing, you need to feel when the perfect timing is, because it depends on you and the other person. It depends on the culture you're in, and because in different cultures there are different rules. In Japan, the first thing you do, you give your business card to the other person, and you do it with both hands, whereas in Europe, every country is kind of different. I generally don't give business cards and don't take them, because it's usually useless. If I want someone's phone number, I will type it into my phone, and the same thing, if they want my number, I say type it in your phone. So I don't know at what point you need to, depends what you want to achieve, basically. Do you want to get to know her? You need to make sure that she knows your intentions. You can say, hey, here's my business card. I would love to connect with you, see if we can maybe, I don't know, be friends or do something together. If you're up for it, just call me and just give her the card, or I don't know. It's up to you. Really, seriously, I don't think that there are any rules about this. How can I concentrate more on the study? I'm a working professional and studying at the same time. My mind gets so tired sometimes. It's so filled with work-related stuff. I can't concentrate. Well, I think you have answered your own question. If you're tired, you can't concentrate. You need to rest. So one of the best strategies, if you want to study something, first of all, you need to be like really, really interested in the subject. If you're not interested in the subject, it will be really difficult to concentrate and learn. So that's number one. Now, if there's something because you study because you need to for whatever reason, but you're not interested, find a way to get interested, somehow connected with the importance of your life or importance of your goals. Just connect it. Make sure that this thing is super important to you. That's the best thing. And again, cover all the basics. Get enough sleep. Exercise, and have a proper diet, that always helps. Supplements, there are many supplements that you can take, including so-called brain supplements that supposedly help with the brain, worth giving a shot. But cover all the basics first. Lifestyle, healthy lifestyle. Tell them you don't have the answer or you don't remember. That at Malika, you are okay. That was at Malika. Okay, Suriname is a country. Yes, of course. Actually, while we are at it, I'm going to look it up. Yes, it's in South America. It's between Guyana and French Guiana. I see. Do you speak? What do you speak there? Do you speak French there? Let me see. Dutch colonial architecture. No, wait a moment. Okay. Okay, lovely. Very good. Okay. The official language, Dutch. Okay, cool. 500,000 people live there, roughly. Over 500,000 people. Okay. I don't speak Dutch. So Malaika, sorry, I think Malaika, I hope I pronounce it well. It can be something as simple as what I do for a living. For example, at church on Sunday, they tend to want to know everything, or my neighbor asking me about why I am single. Well, what you need to do, you need to think about where those people are coming from. Are they asking you those questions because they just want to be friendly, they just want to, have some kind of relationship with you, or they're just nosy, And usually people are not really nosy, so don't assume they are. I mean, they are, but not really, especially in the church. They just want to, get to know you, and people think like this type of questions might be, the general questions, just to open up a conversation. And if you don't want to talk about this, you could say, look, I appreciate your interest in me. This subject actually is not something I'm really happy to talk about. Can we talk about something else? Maybe, you know, I can tell you what my passions are, or, you know, just so change the conversation in such a way. Just tell them how you feel about those questions, you know, in a calm and polite way. Yeah, tell them, look, I don't really like talking about this, you know, and that's it. Now, on the other hand, you might want to think why you are not comfortable talking about such simple things like why you are single or what you do for a job. You know, are you ashamed of it? You shouldn't be. Remember, you should never care about what other people think about you. You have your life, live it the way you want, the way it makes you happy, and if someone doesn't like it, they can go to hell. Simple as that. Okay, how to live in the present? I'm always thinking about past or future. Well, we all do. We all do think about past and future. So living in the present, this is funny thing. You need to practice it. Now, a friend of mine, it happened for her suddenly out of the blue. She became present, and like she's been permanently present for a few years now. She says it's amazing. She hardly ever thinks about anything else, only if she needs to, but she's like permanently at peace. She's permanently present. So it happened to her by accident. But we normally need to train it, and you train it by focusing on being happy in the moment. And again, listen to Esther Hicks and her teachings of Abraham that she channels, and she teaches you how to do it, how to be happy, lots of techniques, exercises, lots of wisdom. So I can't really teach you that in 5 minutes, not yet. Maybe soon I will be able to. Right. Point on, I'm learning here. Well, we are all learning, my friend. We are all learning. When I'm talking to you guys, actually, it's so good for me to talk to, because when I talk to you, it gives me a chance to clarify my own thoughts, you know, because I know lots of things, but sometimes I haven't thought them through. And by me answering your questions, it helps me to put the thoughts together as well. So I really appreciate it. You have no idea how great this is for me. Okay, I want to get rid of sleeping pills slowly. Any strategy on how do I start? Well, it's very simple. You just start. Just take the first step, you know. And seriously, just the thing you need to tell yourself, don't think, do. Don't think, do. Because how difficult is it to reduce sleeping pills? You can do it in a million ways. You can just take fewer of them, you can take half of it, you can take it every other night, you know, really millions of ways. Just do it, okay? And if one way doesn't work, do the other way, you know, as everything in life. Don't think, do. Don't think, do. Hey, can you tell us why that video about headache work? I mean, always very hard, and I use pills without results, and your video worked well. I made a video about this, you know, about why my headache buster works. I think why. So, okay, I'm gonna quickly tell you, but watch the video as well. I believe it works because most of the headaches we create ourselves by thinking about certain things, about stressing about things, by directing our thoughts certain way, by having certain beliefs. And when you bring your brain to the headache, it's like the brain says, okay, he or she got the message, I can now remove the headache and get on with life. Something like this. That's what I believe. If you can create a headache, you can get rid of it. Now, some headaches, we don't have a control over it because maybe it's malnutrition, poisoning, or the thinking that we've been doing is so complex, so deeply rooted that it cannot be removed easily. But I believe everything can be cured with the power of our mind. Simple as that. Okay. Now we speak Dutch, but we also speak English. I also speak English. Okay, in Suriname. Okay, fair enough. Malaika, correct pronunciation. They are Not nosy. Okay, great, fantastic. So I hope my answer was helpful. Okay, yeah, you've got the. Thank you, Camille. The reason is I don't like talking about those things with strangers. I will try those responses tomorrow. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, try that. But Malaika, also remember what I said. The other thing, why you don't like talking about those things with strangers, or actually why do you call people in your church strangers? If they are in your church, you shouldn't be calling them strangers. These are people from your community. These are not people that you randomly met on the bus or on the train or in the street. These are people from your church, and they probably are used to talking to other people and creating relationships, and you would benefit from creating relationships with other people. And if you are not open to relationships, I suggest again, look into that. There are some fears, some emotional issues that I think you need to address, and actually push yourself and start talking to those people. And again, tell them, look, I don't feel comfortable. I have those issues for years, and yeah, if you think you can help me with that, that's good, but it's just uncomfortable for me. And see what they say. Sometimes you will come across people who will help you with the issue like this, but you need to talk to people. Okay, you cannot be just like, oh, I don't like talking to strangers, because you will be there in the same place in 20 years' time. You will be exactly in the same place. But where you want to be, I believe, is to be happy and confident everywhere. And if you are afraid of speaking with people from your own church, I'm telling you, that is not a happy place to be. But again, it's your life. You choose how you want to live it. Yeah. Okay, let me go back to before. Can you please save this live stream because I have exam, can't watch now? Yeah, live streams are saved automatically by YouTube. They will be on the channel available to replay always. And I don't remove them. They are still there. Hello, Karchik Gupta. Karchik, don't know how to say it. Hello. Fesley says you're so smart. Thank you. I've been blessed with with lots of skills, and being smart is one of them. But again, I study a lot, guys. I really study a lot. Those things that I'm telling you, it's not something that I invented yesterday or just happened to me like randomly. I study a lot, and that's how I know things, and that's why I have so much wisdom. Hi sir, how to keep our mind concentrated and consistent if we take up an activity? Yes, so again, I just said it before a moment ago. It's the same thing about studying. If you are really interested in something, if something is really important to you, you will always find time, energy, and money for it. If you're not interested in something, if it's not important, you'll never find time, energy, and money. So if you cannot find energy for something, you might think that is interesting and important, but really it isn't. So you need to look at that and reevaluate it. Okay, simple as that. Hey, why does my chest hurt when I run? Well, again, why would anyone know? You are the only person who probably knows that. Maybe you need to go and see a doctor and do the basic checks. How are we supposed to know why your chest hurts? I mean, maybe I can connect with some spirits and see if they can channel something to me. I'm not sure I'm good enough at this, so I'm not gonna attempt. But if I were to connect to your chest, why your chest hurts while you are running? Or maybe it doesn't hurt anymore. Maybe I just removed the pain right now. I don't know. Let me know. I'm afraid that if I don't sleep well, I can't sleep at all at night. Bad things gonna happen during the next day. How can I combat this fear? By changing the way you think. So Esther Hicks teaches about that as well. So whenever you have a thought that you don't like, and it's kind of a negative thought, see if you can shift it slightly. What people do, they make a mistake. They want to kind of shift it 180 degrees the opposite way, but usually it's impossible. But you can always shift it a little bit, so instead of thinking, oh, bad things are going to happen, you can think, yeah, there may be some unpleasant things happening tomorrow, but I'm sure I'll be able to handle them because I've always been able to handle them. And then you can shift it a little bit more. And actually, probably it's not gonna be a big deal because hardly ever such things happen. So, and then keep shifting it as much as you can. And maybe you'll be able to shift it 180 degrees very quickly. But you need to start shifting them and make a habit of that shifting, which is called thinking a better feeling thought. So you start thinking thoughts that feel just a little bit better, just a little bit better, just a little bit better. All right? So trust issues. Okay, Malaika, trust issues. Well, fair enough. Again, look at the event in your past life that caused you not to trust. What exactly happened? How many people were involved? Was it one person that abused your trust and you stopped trusting everyone? What do you exactly not trust them with? What do you think they might do? Do you think they might come and kill you, or I don't know, stab you? There are certain things that it's okay to tell anyone, even strangers. It's not a big secret, So again, with trust, analyze what exactly is it that you don't trust them with, and what do you trust them with. Obviously, you go to church, so you trust that you will be saved there. So you trust that those people will not come and, stab you with a knife or slap you in the face. You trust them with that. You trust them with many other things. You trust them that they will behave. So what is it that you don't trust them with specifically? Write it down so you force yourself to think about it. Write it down, guys. You need to write down things because that forces you to think about things, or speak them aloud at least, and ideally to another person, because other people help us to be in the conversation and keep the flow going. If we just think about it, after half a minute we go away with the fairies and we don't do this. So yeah, write this down. Thank you so much, sir. You're most welcome. I will work on it. Thank you. Yes, of course. I'm sure you will work on it, and I'm sure you will be. You will have great success with it. I don't know how long it will take you to overcome it. Maybe a day, maybe a year, but I'm sure you will, because that's why you are here. That's why you are watching this this live stream. That's why you're asking questions, because you want to be a better person, because you've got enough of those issues, and you want to overcome them, and you will. It's certain you will, for sure. Excuse me. Oh, sorry guys, I need to have a sip of water. Okay, firstly, Camille, I love a boy and he loves me, but we are scared to talk to each other. Okay, why would you be scared to talk to each other? What is the reason for it? You need to think about it and just overcome it, and that's it. So I'm 15. That should not happen to my chest. Thanks, maybe that will work. Well, sometimes we have pains, and it's normal, and yeah, when you're 15 you shouldn't have any pains, but we still do. See a doctor, seriously. Might be something silly. What would you choose, dogs or cats? That depends. For what? For a pet or for a meal? For a meal, no, I don't eat cats or dogs. For a pet, that depends on the house. If I had a big house, with a big garden, maybe I would choose dogs. If I had a small place and needed a pet, maybe I would choose a cat. Your sleep video helped a lot, thank you. My pleasure, my pleasure. By the way, your nickname here is I Hate Names. Yeah, that is funny. Not very powerful. I mean, that's a bit discouraging, so to say. Maybe you could change it to, I don't know, I'm not very keen on names, or I don't know, think of something, but maybe just change it completely, Obviously you don't need to, it's your life, but okay, you will change it. Thank you. For a pet, yes, yeah, of course, for a pet, Is it better to sleep on the side or on back? Well, people are divided into three types of people: back sleepers, side sleepers, and front sleepers. I used to be a front sleeper, but then I developed lower back pain, and now I'm a side sleeper, and sleeping on the side is usually the healthiest, especially if you kind of pull your legs up, so your knees up, and sleep more like a baby. That might be more comfortable, especially pregnant women, I think, sleep that on in this way. And so really depends how you like it. The most important thing is when you go to sleep, you're comfortable. You're as comfortable as you can. So make sure that you've got the most comfortable mattress for you, the most comfortable pillow for you. And if you need a pillow between your legs, you get something, or your quilt, or you could use and put it between your legs, between your knees. Make sure that you're super comfortable. What time is it? Oh, it's 7 o'clock. Wow, it's gone quickly. It's gone quickly. Yeah, well, let's keep going. If there are more questions, I will keep going. Don't worry. Right. How to get rid of shyness? Oh, okay. Well, I made a video about this long time ago. I don't remember what I said in that video, so you might want to watch it. But basically, you were not born shy. You developed shyness because something happened, and you decided, you know what, it's dangerous to speak to people. It's it's not safe to raise my hand, or you got scared and you are afraid of something. You, for example, are afraid of someone telling you, oh, I don't like you, or you're stupid, or it could be something totally benign, so to say. So you might be afraid of someone saying, oh, I'm busy, you know. So look at what is it that you're afraid of while dealing with people, and then address that issue. You can use tapping again, various tapping techniques or some other techniques, and get rid of that fear, and you will stop being shy. There is no gene in your DNA that makes you shy. You just, it's a story in your brain, in your mind, that you have made up based on your experiences, and you live that story as if it were true. If I stop taking sleeping pill, I'm afraid I can't sleep at night or couple of nights in a row. If it happens, how do I prepare myself for next day or days? Well, first of all, don't assume that this will happen. Just simply say to yourself, hey, if I don't take sleeping pills, I might not fall asleep. But that's fine, If that happens, I will deal with it. It's not a big deal. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit tough, but I'm gonna deal with it. Not a big deal, okay? And then the next day I'll take a pill, and then I will get some sleep, and then the next day I'll try again not to take a pill. That's one of the things you could do. Just don't make a big deal out of it, because it's not. Yeah, it is annoying. It is sometimes very annoying if you can't get sleep regularly, because it's depressing, tiring. But don't make a big deal out of it. Yeah, you're a big guy, I'm a big guy, you're a big guy, or a big lady, whoever you are. Saeed, yeah, you're a guy. Yeah. So you're a big guy. It doesn't matter whether you are 15, 25 or 67, you're a big guy, and you can deal with it, okay? Whatever happens, you can deal with it. So keep telling yourself, whatever happens, I can deal with it. I can deal with it. Rose, what is the biggest change in life that... okay, that is not a full question. Is there a major life event that led you to your spiritual journey? That's a good question. I don't think there was like a major event. I think it was a build-up of my life, many kind of unpleasant events. Someone bullied me here, someone bullied me there. I was, kicked here. I was, humiliated there. Usual, like most of us, or all of us, basically. Things happen to me, and then at one point I said, I've got enough of it. I want to be bigger than that. I want to be stronger than that. And it just started going, developing, and it's still going. I don't think there's been one event. Usually in human life there are 3 events, and they usually happen before we are 20. So the first one is when we are kind of between ages 2 to 5, then between 5 to 10, 15 maybe, and then at around the age of 20, 25, there could be a third event, and it might not be something very big, but something that we, in our minds, we make it big, and we decide 3 things, and we live our lives according to those things we've decided. Yeah, Said, you're 30. Yeah, 30. I remember when I was 30. Yeah, great age, yeah. Keep it up, man. You're a big guy. I'm a big guy. Does milk help you get taller? I don't think it helps me get taller. I doubt it. And then there is a lot of research that suggests that milk, cow's milk, is not good for humans because, you know, it's been created for calves, yeah, for little cows, not for humans. And you know, we should be drinking our mother's milk only, and then when we grow up we should stop. We shouldn't need the milk anymore. Why would nature create us in a way that we would need cow's milk? You know, that makes no sense. You know, the nature couldn't have created us this way. Yeah, what, for example, the Inuit people, sometimes they used to be called Eskimos, but the Inuit people, they only eat meat 100%. They don't have any milk there, and they eat meat, but they eat the whole animal, so they get all the nutrients from there. So milk might be neutral, might be not good for us actually, so you decide, do your own research. I would suggest quit milk and only drink a little of it every now and then. That's my suggestion. But again, it's your life, do your research, and do what you think is best for you. Okay, Malaika, will write it down and share with someone too. I appreciate your support. I've watched your video on trust too. I appreciate the support. Hey, thank you for saying that. Guys, I appreciate your comments, and you know, without you I couldn't be making those videos, because who would I make them for, you know? So really thank you for allowing me to, you know, to express myself. So we tend to compare with others in many things. How to stop comparing? Again, develop a strong, high self-esteem and self-respect for yourself. That's number one. Number two, realize that when you compare yourself to other people, you don't compare yourself to who they are, but who you think you are. And really, you have no idea who those people are, unless they are like your really, really close friends or close members of family, which is not more than 10 people in the world. You probably only know really well 10 people in the world, not more, maybe even only 2 or 3. And you really only know yourself truly. So whenever you compare yourself with somebody else, you don't compare yourself with that person, but with your ideas about that person. And whenever you see someone who you think is very successful, when you study them, you will notice that they have lots of flaws and lots of challenges, troubles, problems that you wouldn't want to swap. No matter who that is, even if, you know, usually when people are put together around the table, and no matter how successful they are, when they throw their own problems and challenges on the table, nobody wants to swap with anybody else, you know. So nobody wants to swap. People just want to keep their own problems, even if they are super sick or unhealthy. If they see what others have to deal with, they just, oh no, I'm fine with my challenges. So that's the second thing you could do to stop comparing yourself with other people. You don't really know the full story. So you might think, oh, I would... No, okay. The third thing, imagine that there is always someone in the world who will be better than you at something. You know, like if you might think, okay, I'm making lots of money, let's say, and I'm good, but you know, there is always someone who makes much more than you, like Bill Gates. You know, he's a multi-billionaire. If you want to compare with him, you will always be an idiot. You know, that makes no sense. You know, if it's, I don't know, sports, there are always professional athletes who are so much better than you at sports, at various sports. You know, there's always someone better than you. It's a pointless exercise comparing yourself. What you need to focus on is what makes you happy, and just ask yourself, am I happy? And if I'm not happy, what can I do to feel happy right now and to make sure that I will be happier tomorrow? And forget about other people, because their happiness is their business and your happiness is your business. Just focus on being happy right now. Alright? Rose, you're welcome. Okay, I can't accept sad news easily, especially hearing someone dying at early age due to cancer, heart attack, etc. I'm afraid it may happen to me. How do I combat this fear? By focusing on other things that are really happening in the world, and looking at the statistics, looking at the big picture, how many people actually die. It's a small tiny percentage. It's sometimes, you know, not even 1%. If you look at the big picture, you will realize actually the odds are skewed in your favor dramatically. So realize that that's the first thing. Whatever you focus on, you think that it's a big picture, but it's not. Yeah. So now start focusing on good things in life. Okay, so many people are thriving, so many people are happy, successful, you know, so many people are, you know, doing really well. I'm doing really well in many areas of my life. That's what you need to tell yourself. I'm doing well in this area of my life, in this area of my life, in this area of my life, and I don't care about the other areas of my life where I'm not doing well, because they will improve soon. So find yourself thinking, again, I talked about this, half an hour ago. Find a better feeling thought. So you start slowly shifting your thoughts in the opposite direction. Slowly but surely. Not dramatically, but just thought by thought by thought by thought. Cool? Right. Okay, so it's been an hour and 8 minutes or something, yeah. My throat is kind of giving up slowly on me. So guys, let's start wrapping up. I'm checking the stream. Where is the time here? Create highlight. No, I'm not gonna create highlight. I'm waiting for more questions. So guys, give me questions before we finish. Total viewing time 12 hours. Okay. Peak concurrent 18 people. Okay, average duration 6 minutes 48 seconds. Cool, we've got more questions. Sir, some bad past experiences keep triggering in mind. How to stay focused and forget the past? I've spoken about this as well in this video stream already. So past experiences, again, you need to remember one thing. When that happened, first of all, you created that, somehow you attracted that, and that was necessary for you to learn the lesson. Excuse me again. I need to have some water. Oh, by the way, I'm looking at the live preview. There's very little delay, only a few seconds, so that's very good. 3 seconds or so, good. So let's get back. Okay, so you created that somehow, you attracted that, and you needed that as a lesson. So you look at it as a lesson, don't evaluate it, don't say, oh, I was so stupid, it was so bad. Just think, wow, what a lesson it was. What can I learn from it? Okay, now I'm stronger, I'm smarter because of this. Now I know how to avoid that type of situation. So make sure that you see how good it was, how beneficial it was for you. Once you see how beneficial it was, you will relax about it a bit more. And once you relax about it, it will not come back to you so much anymore. So basically, that's how you do it. Find the balance, you know, there is no evil, there is no good, you know, it's just a lesson. It's a good balance of good and evil together. Everything is good and bad at the same time. Also, think to yourself, nothing is as bad as it seems, and nothing is as good as it seems. So that's an important thing to remember. Another thing I want to tell you, put the past in the past. Practice, again, practice thinking a better feeling thought. Slowly and slowly move your thoughts towards a good feeling, and focus on being happy right now, being appreciative of everything you have, all the good things. Always focus on the good things you have. If you think about something bad, just say, I don't really like it. Let's not dwell on it. Let's focus on what's good about that, or what's good about what I have now, and be grateful and appreciative. It's a matter of training, and try various things, you know. It will work. It will work. Any new serious videos on sleep, please? Yes, Saeed, yeah, I've been thinking about it for a long time. I've upgraded my audio equipment. I've got some new microphones, so I'm talking to a pretty good microphone now. Hopefully you can hear that it's good. I also bought this Zoom H5 recorder, just arrived 2 hours ago. So that should help as well. Yeah, remember, I'll be away for 2 weeks, so don't expect anything within 2 weeks. I might do something, but I doubt it. I will just probably chill out. Yeah. Okay, so guys, last chance. Any questions, please ask them now. I wanna stop the stream in a moment and get on with life. Please share some practices on how to increase positive vibrations in emotionally toxic home. Okay, so what you need to do, you need to make a list of all the positive aspects of the house and all the positive aspects of all the people, and I know it's sometimes tough if someone tells you, look, this is the biggest bastard in the world, make a list of positive aspects of that person. It's really difficult, but you will find some positive aspects, and when you start writing them down and focusing on them, you will notice that the person will change. Something magical will happen. They will not change dramatically, but they will change, and your interactions with that person will be very different. Sometimes it will change so dramatically that you will be like, whoa, what has just happened? What happened to that person? So start focusing on the good aspects of that person. It's tough, I know, but it's really worth it, because once you've done it, it's like, wow, seriously. Kindly make live sessions frequently. Yeah, I know. I will attempt to make it every Thursday, as I said. So when I come back from holidays, 2 weeks time, on Thursday, let's make an appointment for next Thursday after my holiday. So I'm coming back on the 6th of July. Yeah, so the next Thursday after that. Actually, what day is gonna be? What date? That is going to be the 11th of July. Yeah, 11th of July, I believe. Okay, cool. Thanks so much for answering my questions and for your time. Is it possible to talk to you over the phone? I live in the USA. Yes, Said, it is possible. So there are a few ways. If you, how can we do it? I mean, ideally, I mean, let me see. If you are a person who's got some disposable income, you could purchase my coaching session, for example, or I am going to trial this app that gives you access to me, and you pay by the minute. And if you're not in a position, you don't think you can afford that, then yeah, we can still talk. We would need to arrange something. Send me an email and let's talk about this. Kamil@kamilsview.com. Okay. Malaika, great, thanks. Enjoy your holiday. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I will. Yes. All my love to you, Malaika. I hope everything goes well in your church, and you don't let anyone bully you, and you will be the winner. Yeah, you will be like, yes, a fighter, a warrior. Yeah, you need to become a warrior, untriggerable, fearless. You will become that. Okie dokie, guys. So yeah, let's wrap it up. I really would love to talk to you longer, but I think we've done enough, and just don't wanna make it boring. So and also my throat. So yeah, last chance. I'll wait a moment and then we'll wrap it up. Okay, Said, yeah. Kamil, the boy who I love just asked me to go on a date tonight. What should I say? Okay. Warrior, fearless, untriggerable. Yes, of course. You need to be that. Always when you go to church, you want to talk to people, you need to be in that space. Warrior, fearless, untriggerable. I don't care. Yeah? Practice that. Thank you. Thank you for all support. Thank you. So, okay, sorry, is it Fesley? So what should I do? Well, what do you want to do? Would you like to go on a date with him? If you want to go on a date with him, obviously say yes and go with him. If you don't want to, say I don't want to. Or if you're afraid, you can just tell him and say, look, I would like to go, but I'm a little bit scared, or whatever. Have a talk to him, okay? It's the most important thing is that you talk to people, and if you have fear, you need to go through it. Watch my video on fear. You need to go through it, look it in the eye, and just go through it. But remember, only go for it if you really, really want to. If you don't want to, don't do it. Okay? You will enjoy it. You will enjoy it. So just go through it. Do you think women are more for the bad alpha male or good alpha male in your country? What remedy is for chronic dryness or vocal cords? Well, I don't know any remedies for chronic dryness. No experience with that. I'm not a doctor myself. Whereas regarding what women like, well, some women like this, some women like that, some women like this, and some women like that. So it's a silly question, I hope you understand, yeah? Okay, so Fesley, I hope, is that how I say your name, Fesley? So tell me, are you going to go on that date or not? What's your decision right now? Decide. Spider Pig. Do you know the song Spider Pig by Simpson? I love that song. Spider Pig does whatever Spider Pig does. If you don't know it, search on YouTube Spider Pig Simpson 40 seconds. It's a clip of 40 seconds. It's brilliant. Watch it. Yes, very much. Thank you for that. Okay, cool. Why are you awful workplaces? Awful workplaces? Why is... No, I think, what a name. Is it a business name, or is it just for fun? Maybe you need to, consider, changing it into maybe amazing workplaces. Bishal, do I know Sadhguru? Yes, I know it. I've seen a few videos. He's a good guy. I don't resonate with him so much, so I don't watch him. But he's definitely a good guy. So if you like him, absolutely watch him and learn from him. Yes, I will go. Excellent. I knew you would. You're going to have so much fun. You're going to be awesome. It's going to be brilliant. Spider Pig. I think I'm gonna sing that song more often, because I love it. I love that song, Oh, guys, you are brilliant. Really, thank you for being there. 1 hour 17 minutes. We've been live. Okay. Primary stream. Oh, not receiving. What's that? No, this is something old. Okay, this is good. Okay, there may be some challenges with the stream, but hopefully everything was good. Okay, guys, can you say something more about my issue? Bishal, remind me, what issue was it? I can't remember now, sorry. Okay, awful workplaces. To help people with jobs they like or have disputes to customer employee issues, what makes a better workspaces? Oh, I see. Yeah, I mean, okay, I understand from a business point of view, but then I think you might be better off coming up with something more positive business name, like something more empowering, so people resonate with it more, like, oh, this guy is going to help me with my, disputes or something, like powerful disputes at work. I don't know. No, you need to think about it. Okay. Just a suggestion. Yeah, the girlfriend disease and living makes me feel bad. Okay, well, I think I've told you already quite a lot. You just need to decide. Look, decide that you and your happiness is the most important thing in the world, and you being happy is the biggest gift that you can give to anyone. You can give to yourself, to your girlfriend, to your family, you being happy. So start living your life in order to make you happy, and don't worry about anybody else, especially if they are not your responsibility. Your girlfriend is not your responsibility. A girlfriend is a partner in life. And if the partnership doesn't work for you, you need to leave the partnership. I mean, I know it's sad and difficult. I'm not saying it's easy, but really, you need to live your life like someone who's empowered and who cares only about his own happiness. Because if you care about your own happiness only, you actually contribute to the world in the best possible way. When you're unhappy, you cannot help yourself and you cannot help others, okay? So make sure that you're happy. You are the most important person in the world. Seriously, there is nothing else I think I can tell you right now, okay? You are the most important person in the world, okay? Cool? What should I wear, white or pink? Well, you should wear whatever makes you feel best. Choose your clothes. Carefully, if you need to spend some time, put them on, look in the mirror and think, will I feel better in this or will I feel better in that? That's it. Does it make me cruel to think about only my happiness? No, not at all. I just said, when you think about being happy, it doesn't mean that you at the same time start shooting with a gun at other people. Not at all. But your happiness is the most important thing in the world. And you can be super happy and at the same time help other people. Because there are people who find happiness in helping others. But it seems to me like you helping your girlfriend is not making you happy. On the contrary, it makes you unhappy. You are concerned about her well-being. You are concerned about being with her. You want to leave her, but you feel bad about this and you shouldn't. Because you will be doing her a favor. You need to remember that. You will be doing her a favor. You will be doing yourself a favor. You will be doing the whole world the biggest favor in the world. And yeah, if she's in a difficult place, yeah, maybe you shouldn't leave her just like this. You just need to leave her in a way that she is taken care of. That's what you need to do. You need to, I don't know what the situation is, obviously. So you need to say, hey, I can see you are struggling. So, hey, I don't want to be with you anymore. I'm going to leave you. I'm going to make sure that you are looked after. I will stay with you for the next month, 2 or 3, however long it's best. But then I'm going to leave you. So, yeah, that's how it works. You need to figure out a way of leaving her in a very elegant way so she's looked after, and that's it. And if she doesn't like it, well, it's her problem, not yours, okay? Remember, it's the other person's problem if they don't like your decisions. You need to live your life your way. How to handle annoying people at workplace. I think I have a video about this. First of all, you need to have a conversation with them and say, look, no, before you have that conversation, you need to realize that the annoyance, the source of annoyance, where is the source of annoyance? Tell me. Well, it's in you. You are annoyed. And I know there are some people who behave in an annoying way. They just it's really difficult to be with them. But the source of annoyance is always inside of us, yeah? If I find someone annoying, it's inside of me. But if people behave in a way that is, crosses certain social norms, then it's okay to talk to them and tell them, look, I really don't like when you behave in that way. I request that you don't do this anymore. Do you accept my request? Or do you have a counter offer? That's a very formal conversation. Not everyone is prepared for that, so you can ask them something else. Look, I don't really like the way you talk. Is it possible for you to maybe not behave in that way, or can you make some exceptions? It really doesn't work for me. That's the type of conversation you need to have with those people. That's it. And if they say, no, I don't care, I will behave the way I like, well, you need to deal with it. You need to become stronger than that. And if you think it's inappropriate from a social kind of perspective, cultural perspective, talk to other colleagues, talk to your boss, someone needs to look into that. But don't let things slide, okay? Always take care of yourself and your environment. It's super important. Do I like football, NFL? No, I don't. I mean, regarding sports, generally, things like football, NFL, rugby, whatever, these things could disappear from the planet and I probably wouldn't notice for a few months, unless somebody told me. I like watching certain things like martial arts. I used to train martial arts, not so much anymore, but not football or things like this. No, I don't watch, don't care about it. It's, not my thing. Okay. Have a very nice day, and you too have an awesome time. Okay, I will come up with on paper to what that could be, but so far this has stuck. Safety, job fails, communication on jobs, simply what makes a better working environment, I would add. Okay, fair enough. I mean, if it works for you, it works for you. I just made a suggestion. It doesn't mean that your name is bad, it just, I found it a little bit kind of like, I wouldn't come up with a name like this, but if it works, it works. So don't worry about it too much. It's just my personal opinion. Spider pig, spider pig. Any more? Come on, come on. It's past. No, guys, we need to finish. If I don't get any questions soon, then I'll be finishing. It's an eye popper. I agree. Popper? Eye opener or eye opener, eye popper. Okay, I'm not sure what you mean by that. Something that draws people's attention, you mean? Yeah, maybe. I mean, it's not bad, it's not a bad name, it's just like let's not talk about this, it's good. It's all good, my friend. It's all good. Guys, stop texting. He wants to go to sleep. No, I don't want to go to sleep. Thank you for caring. It's still early, 7:30. I'll be going to sleep around midnight or later, so fine. I just want to get a few other things done. Everybody says that everyone's life has some problems. Do you have any of them? Do you have any one of them? Well, I have my own challenges. Everyone has their own challenges, and I don't want to share my challenges with you right now. They aren't too big anyway, because I make things small in my mind. I'm quite happy, even though I have challenges of this or that type. I just make them really small in my mind. They don't bother me, so to say. They don't bother, and when they do, I just shift my mind somewhere else, and it's all is good, all is great. How to do that? Well, as I said, by training, listen to Esther Hicks and the teachings of Abraham and learn how to think better feeling thoughts, Listen to her every day, 1 video, 2 videos, until after a month or 2 months, you will get it and you will be making progress. And obviously, every time you listen to her, do what she says. Don't just listen, but actually do what she says, okay? Simple. And by the way, all problems are small. Seriously, all problems are small, because the world, the universe would not give you a problem that you cannot deal with. Just stop taking the problems of the world on yourself. Some people are looking for problems. They're thinking, oh my God, there is so much war in the world. There is so much this and that. These are the problems of other people. You just focus on what's around you in your life and in the close vicinity, and let other people handle their own problems and challenges. You were not designed to take the pains of the whole world on yourself. Esther Hicks and the teachings of Abraham. I think I've said it today 20 times already. My new mantra: all problems are small. Also, well, you could say there are no problems. There are only situations and challenges. Situations, issues, and challenges. There are no problems at all. Just situations, challenges, or as some people say, opportunities to excel. You could also be saying, whatever happens, I can deal with it. I've been equipped by the universe to deal with all the challenges that might come, with all the situations that might come in my life. I can deal with them. Yeah. Okay, the time is 19:33. All right then, guys, I'm gonna stop the stream. If there are any more questions, I will quickly answer by text. Really, thank you for being with me, for listening to me, and for your questions. Yeah, your favorite affirmation is "I can do everything, but I don't use it a lot." Then change it. Choose an affirmation that you can do. That will work for you. Opportunities to excel. I will listen to it again. Ciao, peace and light. Yes. Ciao, peace, light, love, and happiness. And remember, your happiness is the most important thing in the world. Nothing else. Not your children's happiness, not your parents' happiness, not your girlfriend's, boyfriend's happiness. Your own happiness is the most important thing in the world. Because if everybody thinks the same way, that their own happiness is the most important thing, then everybody will be happy. And you can't make other people happy, so the only person you can make happy is you, yourself. So focus on what you can do, which is making yourself happy and making sure that everybody else knows that they need to make themselves happy, because they can't make anybody else happy. All right? Cool. Esther Hicks. Esther Hicks and the teachings of Abraham. It's not possible not to find her. There are hundreds, if not thousands, of videos. All right then. You take care, guys.